paper ID number 37, and you can start your presentation.
Good afternoon. Myself Vinay, and in my team I have Supriya, Akansha, and Nilesh. I will be walking you through our project paper, and title of our project is Crop Yield Prediction Using Machine Learning Algorithm. So as we know, agriculture is the pillar of Indian economy, and more than 50% of India's population are dependent on agriculture for their survival. So it is the backbone of India's economy since it plays a vital role in the survival of every human and animal in India. So as the world population is increased day by day, leading to an extreme increase in demand for agriculture products. In the future, agriculture products will have high demand among the human population, which will require efficient development of farmlands and growth in the yield of crops. But the major problem is that we can't predict environmental conditions. So these are the factors which are not in control of us, and these factors plays a major role in agriculture and so in crop yield. So meanwhile, due to global warming, the crops were frequently spoiled by harmful climatic situations. A single crop failure due to lack of soil fertility, climatic variations, flood, uh, lack of soil fertility, lack of groundwater, and other such factors destroy the crop, which in turn affect the farmer. So to overcome this problem, we will gonna use machine learning technique due to its efficiency in various sectors such as forecasting, fault detection, pattern recognition, and it also help us to improve the crop yield production rate when there is loss in unfavorable conditions. So this is our project paper is all about. Over to you, Supriya. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vinay, for this wonderful introduction. Now, let's see what are the aim and objective of project, that is prediction of crop yield. The aim is to create an accurate and efficient model for crop yield estimation based on some feature like weather, soil information, nutrients, like this. The objective is to like crop yield estimation to achieve higher agriculture crop production, and the next objective is to support the farmer in their decision, okay, for which crops to grow and what to do during the growing season of crops. So let's see the methodology that we are going to implement in our project. So there are a few steps in implementation. First is the data pre-processing. Then next is we are going to abstract the features. Then after that, which algorithm we are going to use. And last step is testing the model. So in data pre-processing, which is a method used to convert the raw data into a clean data set. We can do like replacing the missing values and null values so that we can transform the data into an understandable format. In our project, we are going to split the data set, like 80% data set for training and 20% data set for testing. Now, let's move towards the second process, that is feature selection. So we are in this project, we are going to use the main feature like temperature, rainfall, area, humidity. And based on this feature, we are going to predict the yield of the crop. Okay, so let's see this diagram. Yeah, so in this diagram, the features which are related to temperature, rainfall, and soil type. Crop yield is the dependent variable. To get a better overview of the independent variable, that is the features, these features need to be grouped. Okay, so these are the grouped one, like soil information, crop information, humidity, nutrients, and then they are subgroup. Okay, now let's see the feature soil information, which consists of the variable like soil maps, soil type, pH value, then that is CEC, that is a cation exchange capacity. CEC is nothing but a measure of the soil ability to hold the positively charged ion. The next group is the crop information, which refers to the crop itself. such as the weight growth and growth during the growth process, then variety of plants, crop density like this. Now, third group is a humidity, which consists rainfall and precipitation. Humidity is nothing but the water in the field. Now, next is the nutrients. Nutrients are classified into two types, like nutrients present in soil, and the other is the added nutrients. So the nutrients we can add like nitrogen, magnesium, potassium, then sulfur, zinc, boron, calcium, manganese, and phosphorus. Then other features are like field management, in which irrigation, fertilization, like this. Then solar information, temperature is one of the important feature. Then the other feature like wind speed, pressure images, we can take these features also to predict the crop yield. So I will request Akanksha to take this part.
Yes, thank you, Supriya. Now we will look at what other algorithms we are going to use in our project. Next slide, please. The first one is, next slide.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one is KNN, which stands for K nearest neighbor. It is a type of clustering algorithm. It creates different clusters of classes and predicts the class of the test sample which it belongs to by calculating the distances of its nearest neighbors. So we are going to use this algorithm to predict which crop to grow in a particular area based on the features mentioned earlier by Supriya, like the soil type, temperature, humidity, and rainfall. Next slide, please. The next algorithm is random forest algorithm. It is a type of ensemble classifier, and it uses a technique called bagging. And it uses decision tree algorithm to construct different decision trees. So the basic idea of what we are going to do is, initially we have a original data set from which we are going to create a bootstrap data set. And then we use this bootstrap data set to create different decision trees in a randomized manner, which means that from all the features related to the crop, we are going to take only a subset of the variables to decide the root node of each tree. And in a similar way, we are going to construct many such decision trees, and we are going to take the mean of the predictions of all these trees to calculate the final yield as the output, which is the result. Next slide. So as you can see in this figure, we construct different means many decision trees, and which give a prediction, in which each gives a prediction. Then we take the mean of all those predictions to get the final, that is the crop yield of which is the desired output of a project. Next slide, please. Here we have compared the accuracies of both the algorithms. Random forest gives an accuracy of 92%, and KNN gives accuracy of 87%. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is our system architecture. So as mentioned earlier, we first load the trained data set, which is the 80% of original data set, and and the test data set, which is 20% of original. Then we apply the random forest algorithm, summarize or aggregate the predictions from all the decision trees, and then get the yield of the crop based on features like temperature, rainfall, humidity, area, etc. as a result. Next slide. The applications of a project are that it will help the farmers to decide what to grow and when to grow based on the region where the farmer resides. It will also help in import and export decisions, and it will help the farmers to in management and to take financial decisions. Now over to you, Nilesh.
Yes, the software tools we are going to use is Jupyter, Notebook ID, Django, Visual Studio, and HTML, CSS, and Python. In conclusion, we would say that the features are chosen upon the geological position, scale, and crop features, and they are mainly dependent on the dataset availability. And by using machine learning models like random forest and KNN, will provide the best performance in yield production, along with the soil and guidance of proper guidance of use of fertilizer, and will definitely improve the advancement in crop prediction. Thank you. Are there any questions? We will love to respond to them.
Yes, is
Yes,
there any
please.
question? Okay, thank you for the presentation. Now next paper ID for the presentation is paper ID number 27. View on plant leaf detection based on machine learning. Are you ready? Paper ID 27. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are ready.
Okay, okay. So start
Good
your
afternoon,
presentation.
everyone. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Our project topic is review on plant leaf disease detection based on machine learning. Our group members are Pooja Tambe, myself, Seema Shah, Shreya Jangam, Vaishnavi Singer. We are from Nutan Maharashtra Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pune. The contents are abstract, introduction, motivation, literature survey, data set, existing work, proposed method, applications, advantages, limitations, future scope, conclusion, references. Next slide. The abstract of our topic is that artificial intelligence is based on automatic plant leaf disease detection and classification for quick and easy detection of disease, and then classifying it and performing required remedies to cure that disease. Our goal is towards increasing the productivity of crops in agriculture. As introduction, as we know, agriculture plays a very important role in economic growth of our country. There are two main factors that will decide the success of automatic plant leaf disease detection and classification model, that are accuracy and speed. Some agriculture facts are: rural area produces 39% of agriculture output versus 61% in urban area. 64% people of rural area are employed in agriculture. Detection of plant disease plays a very important role. Some automatic technique is beneficial as it reduces the large work of monitoring in big farms of crops. At early stage, itself detects the symptom of disease, that is when they appear on plant disease. This method is used for plant disease detection is simply by our naked eye, through which identification and detection of plant disease is done. Motivation. The economic requirements throw in radically different ways to those currently use this as given rise to many new chances to service. As we said earlier, there are two main factors that will decide the success of our project, that is speed and accuracy. There is need for developing techniques such as automatic plant leaf disease detection and classification using leaf data processing technique. This will prove useful technique for farmers and will alert them at the right time before spreading of the disease over large area. I'm hand over to Vaishnavi Singer.
So this is the literature review. So the first paper, the main concept is to discuss various techniques of segmentation for identification of different plant disease. And the concept of second paper is to approach towards optimizing an ideal algorithm with efficient methods of feature extraction. So the third paper concept is to present a CNN and LVQ algorithm based method for tomato leaf detection and classification. So the fourth paper concept is to implement an automatic plant health checkup vehicle with the help of MATLAB, where the vehicle will keep moving in a nursery and capture the image of the leaves. So these are the data sets of plant village data sets. Existing work. So in last decade, a lot of research has been done on plant disease detection using machine learning and computer vision. So for testing purpose, we have used the standard open source tomato leaf data set, which consists of 10,000 members of healthy as well as infected plant leaves. So detailed database information, the number of classes and images in each class, the common and scientific name, and the disease causing the virus are shown in the below table. So it has plant name, disease name, virus name, and type of disease. So the database consists of 10 different class of different species and with healthy and disease affected leaf images. Also, all were captured in laboratory data condition. So the table 1, which was shown earlier, it contains some sample leaves image from the plant village datasets. In our experiment, we have used tomato leaf format for plant village dataset. First, we collect the leaf image, then the pre-processing leaf image of the same dataset. All the leaf image were divided into two sets, a training set and a testing set.
So this is the table 2 in which 10 classes are there of tomato plant leaf disease. Each class have 100 images. These are some are fungal, some are viral, some are bacterial. Next. These are the purposes. The main concept of our paper is we are using transfer learning technique in machine learning. Here, what does happen in transfer learning? Pre-trained model is used to retrain again on our data set, and it will predict the output, which contain two steps. First is image augmentation technique, and second is optimization method. Pre-trained model is a model that was trained on a large benchmark data set to solve a similar problem to the one that we want to solve. Here, pre-trained model is contain a CNN algorithm. Next. What is image augmentation? Image augmentation is basically in which we have to take the features of images in what kind of zooming, flipping, or brightness, then resize the image. For transfer learning technique, there is a fixed size of pixel for an image, that is 256 into 256. It depends on which model, pre-trained model we are using. Then second is optimization. In which method? In this method, we are first training our model on some data set, and again we are retrain it on in my data set, and again we predict the output using CNN algorithm. Next. Here is the application. Detection of plant disease through some automatic technique is beneficial as it reduces a large work of monitoring in a big farm of a crop. At very early stage itself, it detects the symptoms of disease when they appear on the plant leaves. Next. Advantages. Detection of a plant disease through some automatic technique is beneficial as it reduces the large work of farmer, and it's a high processing speed and high classification accuracy. It contains. Next.
So these are the limitations. So limitations are usually small and do not contain enough images. And second is, in order to obtain superior results in the detection of plant disease, it requires a great amount of data. Next. So our future scope is it can be used by rural farmers to identify diseases, and we will further improve our accuracy, and use of other algorithms can be explored to enhance the efficiency of the system in future. Next. So our conclusion is we have used plant-wheel dataset to train various CNN models. Here we used VGG16 per model, and we were able to achieve more than 91.2% accuracy. So the web application is built on the top of model and easy to use. Simplified results are shown. Next. So these are the references we used. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the presentation.